this is?
A feather.
Yes, it's made out of a turkey's tail. Sometimes you can use it as a fan, but sometimes you can use feathers to sweep your house. They love to have, well, by the way, I should tell you who these are. These are fun. These kind of masks are fun. The girls, when you plant corn, your corn that grows up to be ready to, when it's time to eat, one or two of you would put this mask on and run to everybody's house and let them know it's time to eat the corn. That was a special thing. Now, this guy here was kind of fun, except if you were a little kid who wasn't behaving themselves. If you were really bad, your mom and dad might go up to somebody who had this mask and tell them how bad you were, and the guy would put on this mask and he'd chase you all around the village until you were good again. So I hope you're all good today. He wouldn't hurt you though, no. Now you know what? They love to have fun. Drums, you know them, right? And they had, well, you'll never guess what these are made out of. You know what they're made out of? Deer toes. Deer toes. And look at this. Oh, they had little board rattles. But what's this one made out of? A turtle shell. And look at this. This is a great big snapping turtle rattle with this whole head. Kind of cute, isn't it? Now, they had little dolls to play with. Sometimes they would make dresses and they would dress them up. And they had games like, you know, these are dice games. They had to play games. And you know what? Sometimes the boys had to go hunting. These are stone arrowheads, and the boys would have to make arrows. But look what else they made. These are tools that were made out of bone. See a fish hook? Can you see the fish hook? And these are needles, so your mom can sew. And they even had little bone beads that you can make a necklace out of. And boys, you had to carve. You had to carve, so you made a knife or a scraper. But look at this. Remember we talked about a beaver's tooth? That's a beaver's tooth for carving the wooden bowls. Now, girls, sometimes you had to work in the garden. So they would tie a piece of a bone onto a stick, and you could move the dirt with this. And you know what else? The girls had to poke a hole. This is a stick with a point. You could poke the hole in the ground and take corn and plant it in the ground. And then poke another hole and plant another seed. So the girls would use this. And you know what this is? This is for, not for your canoe. No, it wasn't a paddle. This was to stir your food. And if your mom wanted to take the cornbread out of the fire, you could do this. But you know what else it's good for? Kids that ask too many questions. Now, who do you think used the axes more, the boys or the girls? Oh, guess what? It was the girls. You know why, girls? See, you had to cook the food every day, so you had to break up sticks for the fire. But guess what, guys? You had to make the houses and the wooden canoes, so you used them too. Now, girls and boys, sometimes they had enemies and they were attacked. And if that happened, the boys had to fight them. So boys, you would have to carve a war club to fight your enemies. See the face on there? Yeah. And it looks like a leg. But you know what, girls? Sometimes if your husband doesn't bring home food, you might want to use this too. Now, this is... Oh, it's a bobcat. But you know what? Bobcats are very good hunters. And when an old bobcat died, you don't want to waste his fur. You would keep your arrows inside. You know why? Why? Because then your arrows would be as good a hunter as the bobcat was. Now, some of the arrows were very sharp. They had to put, remember the stone arrowheads? They would tie them to the front, and you could hunt a deer or a bear with this one. Sometimes they would have to catch a fish way out in the river. So look, you have to make it really long, like this one here. And you could reach a fish way out in the river. And sometimes they weren't sharp at all. Sometimes they had just a blunt thing. This was used to knock a bird out. You would use that. Yes. Now, you know what? Arrows are very, very dangerous. So I'm going to hold on to those over here. But I think, what, we have 2 classes here?
Yes.
Okay. What I would like to do is, teachers, I would like to take 1 class in there, and they can sit with me, and it's their turn to ask questions. And the other class, it'll be your turn. You can look and touch things. You can try the clothes on, but listen, I think you are all kindergartners now. You know you have to take good care of everything, right?
Yes.
So you can't break things, you can't swing things around. You can touch things nice, and you can share. If you're gonna try one of the dresses on, don't just leave it on. You have to try it on and then take it off so somebody else can try it too. You have to share. You can help them with that, right? And it may be about 5 or 10 minutes. We're just gonna switch, okay? So I think how are we doing on time? I didn't even check it yet. Probably running out of time.
What time is it?
No, yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, I would like the good-looking, intelligent class. No, never mind. I'll leave it up to the teachers. You can just give me a class in there, and the other one.
Want me to teach Sarah's class first?
Go ahead on him. Okay, give me a second. Look at that. Be careful, be careful. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
They didn't like to wear bracelets down here.
I love babies. I got a baby.